Going to be wrapping up August with a green trade. So this morning I took a trade, and as always I'm going to analyze it. Today is August 31st, last day of the trading month, and you'll see I was in at 11:45.49, so just about 11:46, and I was out around 11:48. So a 2-minute trade this morning, just about. I was trading one contract on Tesla, playing the 297.50 strike price. Contracts were expiring today. I was playing the puts. You'll see my entry was at $1.02 and my exit at $1.12. So a $10 net winner. However, in terms of percentage, that is a 9.8, almost 10% return on investment. So options, a great way to leverage your money and create high return on investment. However, keep in mind it is a double-edged sword. You can also create negative return on investment in just as much time, if not less time. So play with caution. So we're going to be looking at the 1-minute chart on Tesla just because of the duration of the trade. It wouldn't make sense to try and analyze a single candle and tell you why I did what I did on a 2-minute chart. So we're going to look at the 1-minute. Quite obviously, since the beginning of the day, Tesla has been on quite a bit of a downtrend. We had our high, and then from there have just been headed in the downward direction throughout the day. So I wasn't really watching Tesla until it really came back down to its initial morning low. And this is where I got interested in a possible bounce or a continuation. You can see as we approached the low of the day, Tesla started to form a bit of support. You can see that the lows of these candles are bouncing quite nicely off of the support. And then finally it snapped and gave way. And right around here was when I started to get interested at 11:45, as you saw on the trade timestamp. When I saw this big wick, this is when I started to think about puts. This support had now turned into resistance since we were below it, and I was going to ride this thing for a continuation to the downside. So I got in right around the bottom of this candle, so not a great entry in hindsight at all. However, I was in, and I was looking for just a quick 10 cents because I wasn't sure if the price was going to definitely snap through this support or if it was going to rebound, which obviously in hindsight we can say it did rebound. But anyways, I was in here, wrote it out for a candle as the price went against me, and then as the next candle opened, we can see that the price finally started to go my way. It didn't look like the move was going to be strong to the upside, so I got in. We see this bit of a base forming here, and I was looking for that base to give, and I set my take profit just below that base. And in this candle here, the 11:48, as it opened, it initially went red, and this is where I was filled for a $10 winner. So obviously not getting even a glimpse of a massive move. I was probably playing within, what is that there? That is a 6-cent move on Tesla's part, but a $10 winner in my account. Wasn't a great trade this morning just based on the reward and the risk obviously coming back up, but it worked. I was looking for a continuation. The candles were showing themselves as a continuation play. If we look at the 5-minute chart, these red candles here are showing a ton of weakness with these upper wicks being so big. I was thinking that the price was definitely going to, break through and then continue to make lows on the day. However, it didn't, but thankfully I was able to cover for a $10 winner, make 9.8% in 2 minutes, and less than a 10-cent move on Tesla's part, but a $10 winner for me. So not a great trade this morning. It's obviously less than ideal to play a tiny little smidge of a move when this whole big thing was going on today, but the prevailing trend was in my favor. The 5-minute chart was looking quite bearish, and as we saw on the 1-minute, the wick touching this upper resistance trend line once we were below it did look quite bearish. So that's why I was in this morning on Tesla. Also, look at the red volume in this 11:40 candle. I was pretty convinced that we were going to see a continuation to the downside. However, with hindsight being on our side, we can see it didn't happen. So with that, we're going to wrap things up. Not a great trade to end August with, however, a profitable trade. If you learned anything or liked me taking the time to make the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, or if you want to tell me how bad I am at trading because I took a put, for a 6-cent ride, $10 ride, whatever you want to call it, tell me how bad I am down in the comments. Go ahead. You won't hurt my feelings. As always, if you subscribe, that is the #1 way you can let me know I'm providing value to you as a trader. So see you in September.